If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Got a thing for a shorty and she more.
It's your boy KP. Welcome back to another episode of Uncommon Opinion. Alright, now look, my G. Y'all remember the brick lady? Well, she been active, okay? And what? The brick lady came back, okay? And we gonna watch this together, okay? Now, granted, I already watched it last night. My reaction is not gonna be genuine, okay? This shit is funny though. Shit's funny as fuck. Now look, we gonna go over both videos, okay? We gonna go over both of these motherfuckers. When I tell you, look, man, we just gonna get into it, alright? Now look, for y'all who don't know who the fuck the brick lady is, okay? I'm gonna break it down to you real quick. So, the brick lady was a female, I think like a year, maybe 2 years ago, right? She got hit in the face with a brick. She went on social media talking about how all the men that was in the area watched her got hit with a brick and didn't do shit. And then she ended up doing a GoFundMe, right? So after she ended up doing the GoFundMe, right? You had the internet do what the internet do, and they basically found out that it was either two things that was going on. The bitch was lying, or she was scamming, because it was another instance where she got hit like that or something. Then she did the GoFundMe for that shit too, right? So, cool beans. Now this bitch down here, Robash, that's her. That's the brick lady. So you had, and this nigga right here, TK, he the one who gonna set the shit off. All right. Now watch.
Agree with doing 50-50 with men, or do you guys believe that a man should be a full provider?
You can.
Mm-hmm.
I think 50-50. This woman on that TikTok trend, I think all of them were married.
Or a girlfriend, all of the unpaid labor. Now I'm getting like more than you doing the therapy, cooking the food as well.
Bro, this is a house that you got to build brick by brick, okay? You just don't get it because you here. All right? That's why I asked, how long do you wait before you hit that special Gok 3000? I feel like
When I tell you that this nigga keep going, this brick campaign, bro, like it's ridiculous, gang.
every dude should make a woman wait a
Well, personally, I wouldn't date a man that's waiting for me to do something sexually for him to reward me in any kind of way. I wouldn't date that. I wouldn't do that. And I will say this, okay? So me, I've been on my own since I was 16. I've been able to pay bills my whole entire life. I can pay bills by myself. To me, there's no incentive for me to live with a man if he's not paying the bills. I can take care of 100% on my own. But if I want to live with a man now, if you want me to pay, if you want a roommate, homie, just say that.
Bro, now hold on. Hear me out, because a couple years back, I was watching this woman. She got hit with a brick, and she was saying she need protection. So if you had a man, he probably wasn't paying rent, but he had protection for you. So
I think you're really trying to be funny. I think you're really trying to be funny, and I think that you try. How are you trying to be funny? I know exactly. I don't know why you would bring up something that happened a year ago to me. And
like, I don't even know if he was trying to be funny or not. But the point was still made. Like, even if that nigga wasn't paying no bill, you still wouldn't have got slapped in the face with a brick. Like, I don't understand. Like, it really. It's funny as hell, nevertheless, though.
And and this is not even the topic. But if you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. And we can talk about that. But I don't want to come and take over. But I think that making jokes and laughs about violence is just not funny. It's never going to be funny. There's never a place for that.
That had to happen first. That didn't happen.
What does a man in my household paying bills have anything to do with a violent random man on the street? Whether I have a husband paying my rent or not, every woman is susceptible to be around a violent man. Those two, if you're going to have a conversation, you're going to have to be cohesive, and you're going to have to learn how to follow the conversation. But if you can't do that, you're going from sex, and now you're going to violence. And maybe sex and violence are the only two things that you're able to think about.
You think I have somebody I love in the bricks, in the projects? You think I'm gonna have my girl in the bricks?
Again, I cannot follow somebody who has trouble with cohesive sentences. You went from sex to a scandal to protection, and now you're talking about the projects.
I'm trying
to try to stay on topic, honey, and then I will try to follow you.
So I have a question, 2K.
From CTE.
2K, to take it back, do you think that men should step up more regarding paying? Huh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Every man should step in the way of a woman that's getting a brick thrown in front of her.
Paying mortgages.
Paying mortgages.
Yes, the title.
The thing is, I think that you're trying to get a moment off of something that was very violent, and also I think you think that you're funny, but you're not. And I also think that you can hurt my feelings, sweetheart. What I've dealt with, you cannot hurt my feelings with these basic lame jokes. These are lame jokes, and they're pathetic. And you're like getting off the topic, and you're wasting the productivity level here. I'm gonna tell you something, honey. I got hit by a brick. I got globally brutalized. I got criminalized, and guess what? I'm still here, looking better than you and doing better than you, and still intellectual and still fine. Got hit with the head and still fine. I'm not struggling with cohesiveness. Let me tell you something. You cannot hurt my feelings. So that's what you're trying to do? Stop, because you can't. All you do is remind me how strong I am and how resilient I am and how dope I am. But thank you for that reminder, because today I forgot that I was a bad bitch. Still, thank you for the reminder that I'm a bad bitch and that I constantly survive men like you. It's not funny. You have sisters, you have daughters, I'm pretty sure you have daughters, because you look like you don't fucking use a condom or ever heard of one. So let me tell you something. I have survived that shit. That was my trauma, and I'm still dealing with it. And I survived it, and I'm fine, and I'm better. But your little lame ass jokes are pathetic. And they're not hitting, honey. They're not hitting. You think you're eating, but you ate too much. That's why you look like that. You ate too much food, and you should have been reading a book, and then maybe you could have ate with talking shit to me. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're trying to hurt my feelings.
Now, for the sake of the video, I just might skip ahead, because she gonna go literally through this 20-minute video. She talked non-fucking stop about a whole lot of. She's just like hearing herself talk at this point, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'ma skip. Like, I'm gonna continue watching so I can get to the point that I'm trying to skip to. But to y'all, it's gonna be a skip.
Maybe it's not gonna work. Every time a lame ass nigga talks about this kind of shit, all it does is remind me that I'm a dope ass, resilient, standing on business queen, and you're not gonna hurt my feelings. But you can look like a lame ass nigga and keep talking about this, or you can try to sit down and have a productive conversation with the other people in this room and respect everybody's time. Thank you.
That ain't gonna go nowhere over here.
Okay.
That ain't gonna go nowhere over here, because I seen on microwave. No, hold on, Q. I seen on microwave before this live started. She had little shit all on.
Oh yeah, I like to eat. I might have a bite or two. But guess what? I can also read and read. Okay, and maybe the body's teased. I don't know why you're talking about what I eat or not. Who cares? But you look like you're struggling.
Okay.
But you know what? January, new year, new you. I'll see you in the gym.
Yeah, shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's here. That was
Baby, I promise you, you cannot tongue tussle with me. I will hurt your feelings and have you out here crying. So just stop. I'm gonna tell you right now to stop, because you can't tongue tussle with me. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm stronger than you and more intellectual than you and funnier than you. So, but you want to do that? If you want to go there, honey, you want to make this a light roast, we can. But yeah, like I said, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I stand on my shit. I'm very proud of myself and the way I handle that. And I know that if it was you, you would have crumbled. If it was you, you wouldn't even be here. Wow. If a man hit you over the head, you wouldn't be here.
I was wondering if y'all had some brown sugar.
Hey, y'all got them bricks in the comments.
I got a little bit. I was really hoping for I was really hoping for a productive conversation with productive people. And like I said, you can pander.
Bring it back,
Do
you
you
guys.
have
We're
some
gonna
brown
bring it back.
sugar?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Calm down. Everybody just okay?
I trusted Island Girl and her page. I don't know what kind of people you affiliate yourself with. And I don't care who's on the chat, but like I
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right.
said, the people who are trying to brutalize me are the most, you know who they are? You know the kind of men who are making fun of the brick situation are the kind of men who would have sold you in Africa into slavery. That's the kind of man who thinks that is enjoyable. The kind of men who are relishing and abusing women online and making fun of all this violence and using white supremacist tactics and all this stuff. Those are the men who would have sold you in slavery. Those are the men who would have been working for the FBI when you were fucking down with the Black Panthers. Those are the fucking worst of the worst of our community. So if that's who you want to pander to, I understand. But I would implore you to elevate just a little bit. Because I feel like you have some other people in this room that might be able to teach you something. So how about you just close your mouth and let more intellectual people speak?
Okay,
thank you.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
You have some brown sugar.
Let's start off with the first topic, y'all.
Can I apologize to him?
Okay.
Baby, he got enough sugar in his tank. He got a lot of sugar in his tank. He's sassy as hell. He's over there trying to pander to the men in the comments. I can't see the comments. Is there a way for me to see it? But if there is, he's over there looking at the comments like, how can I pander to these men? Baby, they're not going to buy you a Burger King. Calm down.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get back on topic. Let's go. Okay.
No, because she a real brick house as a woman. I agree.
Okay. Let's get back on the first topic. Welcome to the show, you guys. That was a little icebreaker.
Wait, we didn't even. Right, so look, cause that one cut shortly, right? That one was just her and TK going at it, right? Now this video don't finna pop up. This is with her and Anton, right? Gang. Now granted, it's a reaction, but Anton ain't upload the actual video podcast segment of that show that had happened. So this is the way that we got to get into it, right?
It'd be pointless, oh my God.
Women don't have that.
You didn't hear what I was about to say. The cop out, or they're just now being freed because the technology that we have today has just caught up to where we can actually test to realize that there are a lot of people that were incentivized to lie on men, whether it be because, like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. And I always like to cite this example because this is the antithesis of what you're preaching. The woman that accused the Duke lacrosse team of raping them, she was lying. She lied beautifully. And here's the worst part about it. Nobody came back and apologized to the lacrosse team, and all of those guys' reputations were ruined. They got kicked out of school. It's men that get arrested, removed from their job because they have no retribution. Nobody ever gives the consequences to these people that are lying. And it doesn't mean that it's not things that happen to people. But I don't like it when people then generalize and say to believe all women, because that would mean to automatically demonize somebody else, because the way that the justice system is supposed to work is that it's innocent until proven guilty. But when you say believe all women, if women was believable, we wouldn't have to preach it.
That's the fact.
We wouldn't have to preach it.
But how come?
I see women lie every single day. Every day. People.
I see men lie every single day.
People lie.
People
but
lie.
I am never going to give.
Okay, so what space do you create for a victim? What space
is she really?
I don't think that anybody, I don't think that you or him have the range to have that conversation with me.
You better have the time is.
What's your tell you don't care?
Hold on.
I can tell you don't care.
Get back to it, y'all. I promise.
But what is going? You know what you're doing right now? You're negating the fact that I came here prepared to have an adult conversation about the topic that was at hand.
The reason why you get the type of energy that you get.
For me not to react to my trauma is crazy. First of all, I have done a lot of stuff.
I don't care about your trauma.
I can tell that you don't care.
I don't care about your trauma. And what you don't,
I can tell you don't care.
Hold on.
I can tell you don't care.
Get back to it, y'all. I promise.
But what is going to act like I came here to have a conversation about the topic that you guys want to have and to add an intellectual level. I don't have a problem. You don't know what problems I have. You don't know me.
I know it because I'm paying attention to what you interacting with me right now. I'm speaking on what my personal interaction with you in this short amount of time is. I don't
What's
give
your
a fuck.
negating?
I
What's
don't
your
care
negating?
about
What
your
that somebody?
past.
Okay,
I
so let
never
me talk about the
introduced
worst
your
thing that
past.
ever happened to you. Laugh about it, and then when you react to it, be like, "Oh, you know what? This is the problem that you have.
I don't
You're
care.
negating what he did."
Nobody
Okay, I can tell
cares.
that you don't care.
The
I can
fact
tell
that
you
you
don't
keep
care.
bringing it up shows
I didn't bring it up. He
you're
brought it
still
up.
bringing it
And now
up.
that
You're
you bring
still
it
bringing
up,
it up.
now that you bring it up, you can't act like it didn't happen.
I don't
Like, that's
care about what
crazy.
the fuck you think about your situation. If you want to address that with him separately,
I just
offline,
address it.
then
I
take
don't think
that and
that
address it
anybody,
with
I
him
don't think that
offline.
you or him have the range to have that conversation with me.
You
I'm
better
having it with you right now.
You don't need no range for the paperwork.
Stop 2K. Stop 2K. Stop 2K. Give me 1 second. Your problem, and give me a second.
You don't know what my problems are. You have no idea who
You're
I
free
am.
to respond. I'm trying not to mute you because I want to make sure that we had this conversation. You introduced yourself into the conversation with me. You keep introducing your own personal situation when I was talking in general. Your problem, and this is the problem of a lot of women that's out here, is that you bring this type of energy on you. I know women that ain't never had a problem with a man in their life. I know women that ain't never been assaulted. I know women that ain't never had.
So now you're saying that I bring that kind of energy to myself.
Stop. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to speak, but I keep trying to tell you that your femininity is your secret weapon. That's the thing that you have as a trump card. You talk too much. You too aggressive. You masculine. It ain't that we think is
I'm
that
masculine.
we can identify when a woman want to act like a man and we treat you as such.
No, I do not. First of all,
the men
I'm in community with, the men that I'm in community with,
if you want to have that type of energy,
like this.
I gotta mute you because you're not gonna keep interrupting me. If you gonna have that type of energy,
I knew she was going.
cool. Listen, ladies, let them run.
She left.
Let them run.
Good.
Could we
Good.
slow clap?
Hold on, and I just want to say this.
Damn.
We gonna hit the big screen for the 111. All right, so now look, man. I don't know if y'all gonna find that shit as entertaining as I found that shit entertaining, but the thing that I want to talk about, why I want to do a video on it, right? Because I don't just believe in making content just to make content, right? So first, let's just talk about the actual problem at hand when it came to the brick lady, right? Granted, let's just say she actually did get hit with the brick, even though we know that's not the fucking case now, right? We know that's not the fucking case now. We know for a fact she was beating on a nigga. She tried to Rihanna and Chris Brown in a car, and dude ended up hitting the ass with a water bottle, right? We know that that's what happened for a fact, and we know that the police said it was mutual combat, and that's why that nigga ain't got locked up, right? We know that for a fact, okay? So for the fact that, you know, if the main issue that I got when it comes to her specifically and why it is that honestly she should not be on social media after what happened, right? She shouldn't be, especially if you know that you cannot behave in a proper manner, right? You can't keep saying, like, I don't know how many of y'all, when y'all come to this video, I don't know how many of you motherfuckers is gonna watch any of my little podcasts, right? But like the ones I've been doing lately with my sister and my family and shit, the family functions podcasts, nigga, that's just how we talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? We might overtalk each other every now and again, but like we still rule it back in, and we still hear each other out and shit like that. It's only on a few occasions where we don't, but nigga, it's family. It's a family function for a reason. All family ain't gonna listen to shit the same way, right? But like, you can't actively. That's like me being the one who talking about my whole purpose of this channel is communication, but yet every time you talk to me, right, there's literally no communication going on, right? And the biggest thing that we kept hearing her say over and over again, over the what's the name, over the whole over the videos is if you want to have a conversation about it, but bitch, you ain't getting nobody no. You just want to talk to hear yourself talk. Like, I hate people like that in general, right? I hate people like that in general. Do not go to social functions if you do not know how to be social. Do not go to social functions if you know you one of them people that take offense to shit, right? Prime example, right? Thanksgiving just passed, right? Thanksgiving just passed, right? Now, I'm not a person to hold my idea or to hold my tongue, okay? So, to the lady I'm dealing with now, y'all might have seen her, you might have not. If so, mind your fucking business, okay? Mind your fucking business. But the whole point is, right? She knows she can't take me to certain places, right? Because if you know that the people that you hang around or your family or whatever the fuck the case may be, they can't take certain shit. They get too easily offended over certain shit. Don't bring me around them people. It's not my job, right? It's not my job to sit here and tailor my thought process around these motherfuckers. That's not my job. If people do not know how to conduct themselves within proper communication, like it is strictly different if I'm just dealing with a motherfucker for 20 minutes. If it's a family function that know you gonna be there for like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, don't bring me around no motherfuckers expecting me to hold my tongue. It's not gonna happen, especially if you know that your people got a fucking mouth on up. Don't bring me around them people. Don't bring me around them people. Cause we can talk about it, but just don't get mad when I talk about what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody, I don't go fuck who you is. Everybody got some baggage, some fucking what. Okay, and don't be talking to the motherfucker that know your damn baggage. And the thing is, when it comes to the brick lady, everybody know your fucking baggage. So why is you getting up on platforms knowing that everybody know your baggage and you expect the motherfuckers to tailor their conversation like we don't know your fucking baggage? Like, it's fucking ironic. It's ironic. I can't walk in a room with people and expect them not to bring up certain shit of me, regardless of if I think they know or not. Right? It's just certain shit that I know. If I got baggage, I gotta be okay with that bitch being aired out. You gotta be okay with that bitch being aired out if you trying to have a conversation, especially if you know people know about your baggage. You need to not come around the family. You need to not come around the functions then. Somebody gonna bring it up. Regardless of what their intention is. Right? Regardless they really trying to break down what happened or if they trying to rub some shit in your face, no matter what's the intentions behind them bringing up your baggage, you still got to be okay with that baggage being brought the fuck up because everybody fucking know about it. Don't be getting in goddamn these little spaces and expect motherfuckers to not. Granted, that was Anton platform, right? I fuck with Anton heavy as hell. And the fact that he didn't bring it up was graceful. Cause Anton he's that motherfucker for real to blow your shit the fuck out. Anton do that to you. He'll do that to you. But the fact that TK did it instead of Anton was gonna let that bitch ride. He was gonna let her ride because I guess he chose peace that day. And even after the whole, I guess that that whole interaction had to be between 30 to 45 minutes, right? Because it happened at the very beginning of the show. So it had to be like between the 30-minute to 45-minute mark, right? That whole time, he has not brought that shit up at all. So how you get offended with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, if you want to get a bitch leeway, you can get her leeway with TK. Because TK did bring it up, and he did try, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Granted, it was funny as fuck. But if you them type of people, cool. But how you gonna try to get into it with a nigga that did not bring it up? So the moral of the story is, if you know you got some dirt, and it's public dirt, like it's just some like yo, if you know your dirt is so thick and heavy that it's just out on the sidewalk, my nigga, and anybody can come pick that bitch up at any time, do not bring yourself in public spaces. don't bring yourself in public spaces, cause this the fuck you gonna get every time. Nothing constructive came out of that. Nothing constructive came out of that. But what do I know? I'm just a nigga. It's your boy KP. I appreciate y'all for coming and sit down with me in this episode of Uncommon.
Man, let's get rich, ayy. We about to run up these dollars. I'm about to make me some money. We finna fuck up these commas. I've been grinding, I've been